Hello everyone, and welcome to my channel, Cooking for the Family. I'm Dyvonne, and today I'm going to share with y'all this cheesy hash brown casserole. This recipe was shared with me, so I'm sharing it with y'all. Some of you may be familiar with it, and some of you may not, but it's my pleasure to share with you. So first we're going to start with a stick of butter, and I'm using unsalted butter, but you can definitely use salted or either unsalted butter. And I went on and I melted my butter, and that was 1 stick of butter, which is also a half a cup. Now when it comes to the onion, you want to use a yellow onion, and I'm chopping my onion kind of small pieces, and I'm chopping them. We're going to end up using 1/4 of a cup of chopped onion. Now you do definitely want to use 1/4 of a cup, not much more than that, because the onion will overpower the casserole, in my opinion, if you have more than that. And I'm using this bag of hash brown, these shredded hash browns. Each bag that I'm going to use is 1 pound and 4 ounces. So total we're going to be using 2 pounds and 8 ounces total. Now you can also use the hash browns that come frozen in the 2-pound bag, but you're definitely going to want to defrost those as well as drain them, pushing any excess moisture out of them. So once in my bowl, I have a large bowl, I put both of the bags of the hash browns. Then I'm also going to put 1 can of cream of chicken soup, and so we're going to use 1 can of condensed soup. I put in my 1/4 of a cup of chopped up nice and fine chopped up yellow onion. Then we're going to be using some sour cream. Now I like to use this sour cream, but you can use whatever sour cream you have on hand. And we're going to be putting in 2 cups total of sour cream. Now, if you are new to my channel, welcome in, and if you're a returner, welcome back. And I want to thank all my wonderful subscribers for your likes, your shares, your subscribes, your good vibe comments. I really appreciate it. And if you are not subscribed to my channel, I hope you enjoy the content and consider subscribing. So next I put in 1 teaspoon of salt. And then that was just regular table salt. And next I'm going to put in some black pepper, and we're going to be using 1/4 of a teaspoon of black pepper. Now what I found with this wonderful hash brown casserole is that if you want to leave the cheese out, you definitely can. And I'm going to share with you some plans that I have for this casserole come the holiday season. So next I put in the melted butter, and that was the 1 stick of melted butter, and it was melted in cooled butter. Now once you have your hash brown, your cream of chicken soup, you have your sour cream, your salt and pepper, and your chopped onion in your bowl. Then we're going to add some sharp cheese. I'm using some sharp cheddar cheese, and you can also use medium cheddar cheese. Either one works good. I like the sharp a little bit better though. I think it really enhances the casserole a little bit better. And I put in 1 cup of sharp cheese, and then you want to go ahead and start to mix everything together in your bowl. What's important is that you want to have the sour cream and the condensed soup. You want to make sure that those are distributed throughout, and all of the hash brown as much as possible is touching those 2 ingredients for sure. And just keep mixing just like that, and it's gonna get thick on you as you're mixing it, so be sure that you want to go from the bottom to the top of your bowl. Now I have my casserole dish. This is a 13 by 9 casserole dish, and I've buttered the bottom and the sides of my dish. Now I just have to say, this dish that I'm using, I have had this casserole pan for over 20 years, maybe close to 25 years now. Comment down below and let me know, do you have that pan that you have had in your kitchen for a long time and it just gets the job done and you love it? This pan, that's this pan for me. And I know there's some folks out there, you know what I'm talking about. So I go ahead and I smooth all the ingredients into my pan. Now while I'm doing this, I have my oven is preheating on 350 degrees. I'm going to cover our pan with some foil, and we're going to bake, and you want to cover it tightly with foil, and we're going to bake it for 1 hour to 1 hour and 10 minutes. You want it to be nice and hot in the center. It's going to get, of course, hot around on the edge, but you want to make sure that it's nice and hot in the center. So once we have our casserole has been baking, and it has baked for 1 hour and 5 minutes, but what I like to do is I like to check it at about 50 minutes to see how it's doing. And how I check it is I take a fork And I open up the foil and I go in the center and I see if I'm seeing steam and if it's nice and hot. And then that lets me know about how much more time does the casserole need to bake in order to be nice and ready. And your casserole may need a little bit more time, a little less time, but I do like to check it at that 50-minute mark. Then I take 1 more cup of the sharp cheddar cheese and I go ahead, sprinkle on top. We're going to put our dish back in the oven and I let it bake for 10 more minutes until the cheese gets nice and melty. Well, this is our hash brown casserole. This comes out so good. It is nice and steamy. This is great for breakfast. You could serve it for lunch as a side or dinner as a side. And for the holiday season, when I have that leftover ham and leftover turkey, cutting it up into dime-sized pieces, whether I'm using the ham or the turkey, adding it to this casserole and baking it, and that's how we will be using those leftovers. Well, I'm getting your bite ready. This first bite's for you. Go ahead and take your bite. Now I'm going to take my bite and see how we did. This comes out so good. And what is nice is that you can go ahead and serve this with some scrambled eggs on the side, your breakfast meat. My daughter made herself a breakfast burrito with this, with bacon and eggs. Or you can have it for dinner with your chicken or even hamburger steak. I'll have a list of ingredients in the description box below. I hope you enjoyed spending time with me in my kitchen. Don't forget to show this video some love, give it a thumbs up, click share this video with a friend or family. And remember, it's always good when Dyvonne is cooking for the family. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye, everybody.